You'd be surprised by just how many content creators act like real-life villains. These are YouTubers whose absence from the internet would make the world a better place. Fading into irrelevance was always a real possibility for these trolls. But it wouldn't have happened so quickly had they avoided a beef with Penguinz0. Because if there's one thing all these creators have in common outside of just being terrible people, it's that their end came about soon after being called out by Charlie. No better place to start up than with a streamer called Vegan Gains. Richard Burgess, more popularly known as Vegan Gains, is a vegan bodybuilder whose YouTube channel rose to fame around 2015. His style of content revolved around being an edgy psychopath who aggressively confronted others for not being vegan. He once even mocked a child with cancer.
Cancer is an almighty killer and I wish there was a cure for it. I for one will be supporting Team Lewis in the future and hope you guys will too.
Spoke disrespectfully about a recently dead relative.
Anyway, I was planning on showing you guys footage of my grandfather actually having the heart attack. As soon as the paramedics got to the house, I took out my camera and started filming.
And even once turned up in person to confront another YouTuber he was having beef with. Fair to say, he was a pretty toxic person who would end up cooling his antics in 2019 after his channel got flagged. But constantly seeking attention, his opportunity to gather some clout would come around in 2020 when Penguinz0, aka Charlie, covered a YouTuber who was torturing and eating intelligent animals raw for her audience. Charlie, disgusted by the act, called out the channel's inhumane content and condemned it, especially So Young's tendency to pick out an intelligent sea creature like the octopus and eat it live.
So how does she treat an octopus? Well, by devouring it alive as it tries its best to run the fuck away.
And this is where Vegan Game comes in. He'd make a video responding to Charlie by calling him a hypocrite. In the video, he would make unrealistic points stating he was worse than So Young simply because he eats meat and that there's no such thing as humane killing.
So who are you to criticize So Young for not killing these animals quickly and humanely when you can't even do that yourself?
The video bombed and amassed over 30,000 dislikes. Charlie, however, decided to make his own response video and rubbish Vegan Gains' argument, pointing out the error in his approach and how his passive aggression reflected badly on veganism as a whole.
Lead this conversation by saying I have nothing but respect for veganism as a whole, but it's people like Vegan Gains who are overly aggressive and the feral monsters in his comment section that really give vegans a bad rap and a negative reputation in the world.
Vegan Gains then went the route of calling Charlie and his audience toxic and deemed he was being personally attacked despite the fact that he was starting the issue himself. Charlie then made one final response video owning him by stating how he now realizes that Vegan Gains was only doing all of this for personal clout rather than for any noble defense of animal rights.
I wanted his perspective. I did open that video up for a dialogue. I thought that's what the goal was, but Vegan Gains has made it clear he doesn't give a fuck about a conversation, he only cares about milking the attention.
All in all, the controversy caused Vegan Gains' popularity to drop even further, with each of his videos gaining a much higher dislike to like ratio. Despite all that, Vegan Gains held on to his delusion and just called Critical a liar while trying to play the victim.
Charlie, it's obvious that you're just lying and trying to slander me, I guess because you're mad that you lost this argument on the internet. It's funny how you will take this clip of me out of context, but you won't actually show what I actually said on this issue. I think my stance on this was very reasonable, even if you disagree.
Another YouTuber who self-destructed by making stupid decisions would be Kwebbelkop. The viral gamer had the most organic of growths, starting off tiny but posting consistently and relentlessly over a number of years until he became a major figure in the gaming space with millions of subscribers. But the constant grind to stay on top eventually burned him out and he wanted to quit. He even posted a video stating he would stop the daily posts and take time for himself.
After 10 years, I'm getting older and it's time for me to focus on even more important things.
The next 3 videos that followed were tour videos where he showed off his expensive G-Wagon, his expensive dog, and his expensive multi-million-dollar penthouse. He was farming envy, and many fans took to issue with the direction he was heading in, calling him out on it. Things further went south when Charlie made a video calling him out on it as well. accusing him of not caring about the content and only wanting to make money.
We need to remove the human element. Yes, it sounds crazy, but we need robots, we need computers.
That's spoken like a man who really cares about the content. If I'm to own 5 million channels, I realize the weakest link is the goddamn human. Organic is cringe. Machines are the way I do it. So I hired this entire team to build VTubers with AI scripts, to pump out as much shit as I possibly can across 1,000 channels.
And you can start as many channels as you want because they all function under the same brand. It's like Spider-Man, okay? There's so many different Spider-Mans.
Why do you view that as a good thing? Why do you view this situation as a good thing? I mean, for you, I get it because it's a lot of money, owning all those channels and all the ad revenue. But as someone who keeps presenting himself as a guy who doesn't care about the money and does it for good content, how can you possibly sit here and try and convince your audience of Kwebbelkop that this is a good thing? Just 1 million channels of completely soulless generated scripts. This is so shameless. Holy shit.
Kwebbelkop would go on to prove Charlie right, announcing to his audience the launch of an AI that would pump out videos on his behalf while he did nothing but sit back and make money. In August of 2023, Kwebbelkop launched his very first completely AI video on his channel to several bad reactions from his own fans. The controversy would once again draw Charlie to comment on the issue, and he would rip into Kwebbelkop for his seemingly lazy attempt to put out content and keep making money.
Shit, it is. There is not a single good argument you could make for having AI replacing YouTubers or anything like that. The literal only motivating factor is easy money. You would then no longer have to do anything.
But unbelievably, Kwebbelkop would choose not to respond to the criticism himself and instead would leave it to his AI. It was borderline embarrassing as the AI struggled to make serious arguments or properly address Charlie's points, eventually stating that its content is no different from Charlie's.
You want a debate? I will give you a debate. So let's react to penguins.
Eventually down the line, people wouldn't be able to tell if the content was a real person, organic flush and cringe, or machine behind the content.
I mean, I can be cringe sometimes. So does that make me human? Am I finally a human? There's no...
The video would receive massive amount of dislikes and turn the remaining of his fans against him. But instead of taking the hint, Kwebbelkop decided to double down on the AI, and he hasn't been the same since. But at least his reputation didn't suffer as much as Sneako's did when he went looking for trouble with Penguinz0. Sneako was a YouTuber who made videos and streams very much in the inspirational alpha male lane. He moved over to Rumble after his YouTube channel got deleted. The controversy would start when Charlie would call out the cast of Fresh and Fit podcast and accuse them of lying about their sexual encounters and being disrespectful to women as a whole.
You know, we're both triple digit notch count, he's in the quadruples.
There is no reality in the entirety of the fucking multiverse where this man has slept with one woman, let alone over 1,000 of them. Doctor Strange could peer into an endless multiverse and never find one where this guy has slept with 1,000 women. They just say a whole bunch of made up bullshit constantly.
Sneako would then find the video and attempt to defend the Fresh and Fit guys during a stream full of deflections. In it, he would show a picture of Charlie's girlfriend.
This is his girl.
After a while, Charlie would respond to Sneako's ramblings, including dropping a bombshell about Sneako's past offense of a Netflix movie sexualizing children.
And Sneako made a response to it saying that the outrage around this film is misplaced and it's actually a good movie.
Then, to completely own Sneako, Charlie wrapped up his video by referencing when he admitted to being cucked and, as a defense, said that other guys should try it as well. Charlie pointed out how ridiculous it made him look.
But I couldn't help but take notice of one of his more recent viral clips where he openly defends getting cucked.
So I wanted to break this down, like, because this was, imagine seeing the girl you love, like,
get fucked.
You
love her?
Yeah, I do. I love her. I was about to say I love this bitch. I'm like, nah, let me not say that. I love my wifey, my queen.
And you allowed the love of your life to get fucked by another man.
What happened to the other agreement?
I'm crazy. The first time, as soon as I saw it, like 3 pumps in, I just got up and walked out. I'm just like, I can't do that. Like, feeling traumatic thoughts, like seeing her with another person. It's a lot. It's a lot. But I think it's something everybody should do just to test. You know what?
Over the next couple of months, Sneako and Charlie would continue the beef on Twitter, where Sneako would again take another massive L after L after L. But the biggest one came when this Charlie tweet reading, "Holy shit, you pathetic, sensitive, soy little worm. I made fun of you for watching your girlfriend get fucked by numerous other men and also insulted you for defending child porn. That's not cancellation. That's just spitting on you for being a pitiful, sad cuck." And the only thing Sneako had to say in response was claiming that he could beat Charlie in a fight. The beef goes further than this, but it only got more embarrassing for Sneako from here on out.
So for everybody watching this, what does Moist Critical stand for? What does he believe in? Do you know? I don't. I've watched him for years. I cannot tell you what he believes. How have you reached a point on the internet where you could have 10 million subscribers as a commentary channel and have no basis of commentary?
So for the sake of pity, let's move on. Nikocado Avocado is another YouTuber that Charlie helped self-destruct. When he started his YouTube channel, he was a vegan violinist who posted performance videos. But when that wasn't bringing in the views, he switched out of veganism and started doing mukbang eating videos. This brought him the success he was looking for, and thus his entire personality changed. He then started doing bigger and bigger eating videos as his channel grew. He became a toxic person to work with as well as extremely obese, and began posting clickbait videos where he would tell his audience that he was dying.
Now, probably broken. We have to see what they say. I'm hoping it's like, well, it's, I don't know. Ouch! Ouch! Okay, keep my arm still, Nick. I'm hoping it's just one of those things that's like, it's a minor crack, but it'll heal in a week. I don't know anything about this. Ouch! It hurts to burp. Oh my god, my career is gonna come tumbling down.
This led Charlie to do coverage on Nikocado highlighting that he was actively killing himself for views and blaming his audience for it.
He said, "It's your fault for encouraging these videos." Now he says shit like this pretty often, and it shows me that there's still some self-awareness deep within him somewhere, locked deep away.
Prompting a response from Nikocado where he said Charlie was speaking without facts and was totally out of line and lying.
Who are you to say that I was healthy because I was skinny? Does skinny equal healthy? Yes or no? Can you look at a person and say, oh, you're thin, therefore you must be healthy? You don't know what my blood work looks like. You don't know what my organ looks like. Let me tell you something. I might have been skinny, but I lost a tooth. I leached calcium from my bones. I had bad health because I was deficient in various nutrients on vegan diets that nearly sent me to the hospital. And I had problems with my liver. I had iron deficiency. I was supplementing B12 and couldn't retain it, and I had to get injections in my butt. And I had a low libido. But because I was thin, you have the authority to let everyone know that I was perfectly healthy. I was very healthy.
Just a day later, Charlie would respond, putting out a new video that not only showed Nikocado might have been lying about his cracked ribs.
But first of all, I'd like to say congratulations to Nick. It looks like his broken ribs are healing pretty well because he starts this video by stomping into the room. And I also checked his TikTok. He's been going kind of hard, so it looks like his broken ribs seem to be doing better now.
But also providing evidence that Nikocado himself admitted that the cracked ribs were part of the result of his weight gain.
In regards to his broken ribs, in his response video he said I was completely lying and that his broken ribs had nothing to do with weight gain, which surprised me because I actually got that information from one of his recent videos.
Charlie then went on to point out the manipulation and misrepresentation Nikocado was doing in his arguments.
It's clear immediately that Nick misunderstood what I was saying in my video. I don't know if that's on purpose just for the sake of having like an aggressive response video for YouTube drama, or if he genuinely didn't understand what I was trying to say.
This would once again prompt a response filled with deflections and excuses, and over the next month, Nikocado would go on to post several videos using Penguinz0 as clickbait in the title of his videos. Ever since, Nikocado has faded into redundancy a little bit, as over the course of 2023 he decided to lose a lot of weight, only for him to gain it all back and resume the daily mukbangs. All in all, Charlie is a pretty consistent and genuine YouTuber who always admits when he's done something wrong, and call things as it is. Just that alone is proving to be enough to take down multiple psycho content creators who can't get over their delusions and face facts, so as a result, they self-destruct.